What's up guys, how we doing? MBZ here, bringing you a bit of a picture-in-picture today. I have kind of moved my room around a bit, so it might look a bit different. The bed is no longer in the middle, it's like over there, and I've set up the TV over there, and my desk is still in the same place because it's useful. But that's pretty much that, and I'm now recording from this angle instead because the camera was usually over there and I recorded with the window in the background. Now I'm recording from here for picture-in-picture, so I'm just kind of testing it out today, see how it goes. So should be fun. There is a bit of light kind of cascading down from here, so if you see that, it won't really be an issue because I'm going to block it out. I'm going to put the picture here, so it should be fine. Anyway, just might as well get into the battle. We have a battle here against NateShaw from my stream. Tony said I should play him, so I was like, okay, might as well play him. Ubers is Ubers, and we'll do that. So let's start it off in 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, and I guess what we got here going on is relatively similar teams. We're both running Rain, but you know, he has one OU and I also have a non-OU. Ludicolo's not OU, it's just something in the tiers, somewhere in the tiers, UU something. So there's blah 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 and blah blah blah, and similar teams, I guess. Nothing else really to say, apart from Ludicolo's boozing Rain and Pushin just hits things with its fists. So anyway, one of us is going to definitely want to get Rain up straight away, and I believe that he's going to do that. He's going to send out his Kyogre first, as I lead off with Scarf Darkrai. Now, I like Scarf Darkrai just because it outspeeds a lot of things. Even if his Kyogre is Scarfed, I can outspeed him, and I can go for the Dark Void, and sort of be able to put him to sleep straight away, and then switch out freely, go to something else to threaten his Kyogre directly, or just to, you know, set up Rock Dialga or something. Kind of what I'm thinking. So I put him to sleep straight away, get the Bad Dreams, and obviously Lefties isn't going to activate on that turn, so I'm not quite sure what kind of Kyogre he is yet. He might be Lefties, he might be Choice, I really don't know at this point, but I go into Dialga knowing that I can probably get rocks up safely. He does wake up first turn, which is slightly annoying because it means he's able to get a Surf off onto me. It doesn't do a significant amount, but it does quite a chunk. I don't think he's Specs. Specs would have definitely done just over half, I think, but I'm not quite sure if he's Scarf or not either. And then he pulls Water Spout out of the bag, and I'm like, why? This is bad, that's not going to kill me, please, it doesn't kill me, I live with 70. So I get the Dragon Pulse off, and I still don't know what his item is, because I don't see leftovers. He's not Choice because he switched moves, so I really don't know. He may be Resto Chesto. Currently got no clue at this point, but actually he can't be Resto Chesto because I put him to sleep on the first turn. So what the hell is he? Maybe he's Lumberry. I don't even know, but that can't happen either because if he was Lumberry he would have woken up as well. I don't know what item he's carrying. Doesn't matter because I'm going to go to Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn solves all my problems here. You know, I've weakened him enough with the Dragon Pulse to where he won't be able to Water Spout and do a significant amount, and Surf really isn't going to do anything to Ferrothorn anyway, so works out all best in the end. And obviously, you know, Ferrothorn being Ferrothorn, Leech Seed is kind of my A game at the current time, so I'm going to go for that. No matter what he switches to, I get a nice bit of Leech Seed off on it, and it's going to help me out during the game. Just, you know, for this next kind of sequence of plays while Palkia is in, I'm definitely not going to be threatened too badly. So I decided to do what I usually do, is stay in Leech Seed, and then after Leech Seeding I want to Toxic Kick, because I don't think there's much it can really do to me. And then he pulls out Sub. I'm like, no, I don't like that. And well, the good thing about this is that he's kind of giving me HP from him. He's taking his own away HP with Sub, and then he's Leech Seed giving me HP. So what I do is I go into TARDIS because I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do here because I don't know what even he's going to do with his Sub. And then he Sub punches. I'm like, nah, Jesus Christ! And that's why, obviously, his name is Bliss Kills, because this is a Palkia that's built to kill Blissey and just rolled my Dialga. So that's terrible. It means I don't get Stealth Rock up, which may kind of come into factor things later on, I think. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go into my Kyogre now, just because I can hit him with a Thunder Break the Sub, but also because I'm not too afraid of a Focus Punch. Another thing, obviously his Stab in the Water move isn't going to be doing a lot, and I don't think he wants to kind of go for like a Dragon move. If he's fully physical, he might have Outrage, which I'm not sure Palkia does too well with Outrage, but I don't know. He's just going for the Focus Punch, seems like the best thing for him to do, while he's behind the Sub anyway, and you know, Kyogre takes it well. Really well actually, and I'm pretty happy about that. I have Lefties, I have Leech Seed gain, so I'm almost all the way back up to full. I'm basically taking sort of super effective Stealth Rock damage at this point, about a quarter of my health gone, but I'm looking okay. So what I'm going to go to there now is do the minding, the mind of the calming, and in comes Ferrothorn, which is kind of going to stop me cold. I should have really seen that coming. Calm Mind was a bit of a naive play, but nah, I just kind of went for it in in the hopes that maybe he'd either stay in or I don't know what he would do. But Carmine seemed okay, so I went for it. Ferrothorn obviously is going to try and do some weird things to me. I thought he was going to Leech Seed, which is why I go to Ludicolo, and unfortunately he's running a Thunderwave variant, which means that Ludicolo is now completely and utterly useless. Not only am I not going to be able to, outspeed and use the Swift Swim and everything, but, well, I can outspeed him, obviously Swift Swim as Ferrothorn, but, I'm not going to be able to outspeed other things, and also, he can just kill me with 2 Power Whips. Really, simple for him. I Sword Dance and used Nature Power, didn't do anything because Ferrothorn kind of stopped Ludicolo dry no matter what it's carrying. So, that was bad. I should have really saved Ludicolo for later and gone something a bit more safe, but in all honesty, I didn't really have anything safe to go to, so there you go, that's what happened. So, I go to Darkrai, and my Dark Void is very obvious, so he's going to go to his Mewtwo to take it. I guess he didn't really have anything else he wanted to take a Dark Void, or anything to go to sleep really, apart from this thing. So he does go to sleep, got a bit of the Bad Dreams damage on it, and now I'm obviously going to want to switch out, so he's probably going to switch out knowing that I have to switch out, or he may stay in thinking he can get another first turn Wake, which actually work out pretty nicely for him. But he's actually going to go into his Ferrothorn again, which Ferrothorn is Anubis, it just does well, it really does. Arceus can't really do that great a job at stopping it. I need to get a couple of Swords Dances up if I want to one-shot it, basically. So I'm going to switch out, I'm going to go to my Ferrothorn just to take the Thunder Wave, or whatever he wants to do. If he wants to Leech Seed, that's fine, I can take that. If he wants to T-Wave, it honestly doesn't matter, because, I'm a Ferrothorn, and I don't give a crap. I'm just slow as shit anyway. And the only thing that would annoy me, I guess, is getting Power Hacks. So that could come into play, we'll see. He's going to go set up some spikes, and I'd kind of just stay in here and Gyro Ball, because honestly, I didn't know what he was going to do, and I was kind of afraid of switching anything into a T-Wave, because he may have predicted me to switch straight out, maybe to Darkrai to trick him or something, and so I was really afraid of that T-Wave coming again, so I just stayed in just to make sure he was not going to do that. And now I kind of feel a bit safer switching out, so I'm going to go straight to Darkrai, and my A game here is to try and get the Scarf off of myself, trick it onto the Ferrothorn, and then at that point the Ferrothorn will be pretty much useless. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Once I get rid of his lefties, he's not going to have a major form of recovery unless he wants to go for the Leech Seed, and obviously if he goes for the Leech Seed, he's going to be locked into it because I've given him the Choice Scarf. So he won't be in a very good situation in general. So he's going to go for the Leech Seed, as you can see, and he's going to get a little bit of health back from my Darkrai. But at this point, I'm pretty much free to switch anything I want in on this guy. I could go to Ferrothorn and then pivot to Arceus, because I could dodge the Leech Seed and force him to switch and then pivot to Arceus. That might work out. I think that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to go to my Ferrothorn. Obviously, he probably won't want to stay in, but it's nice to go to Ferrothorn kind of as an intermediary in general, because it's not very useful to me at this point. And, I don't want to go straight to Arceus in case something like this happens, which is when Conkeldurr comes in. And Conkeldurr, obviously, with the bulk up, is going to be a little bit of a problem. More a problem than I anticipated, mainly because I get paralyzed once here, and not able to get off my Leech Seed on him, which would have really helped a lot. He gets up another bulk up, and unfortunately I'm going to get paralyzed second time in a row, so I'm still not going to be able to get off my Leech Seed. Could have benefited a hell of a lot from that, really would have made a big difference, but no, not going to happen, and now he's going to kill me with a Drain Punch. So I get paralyzed twice and kind of miss out on going for the good old Leech Seed / Gyro Ball combination, and I die. So that's bad. At least I get Iron Barbs damage on him, kind of leave him with a sting before I go down. But at this point I'm thinking, well, this is pretty crappy. He has Mach Punch, and that's going to prioritize everything, and I don't have many things that want to take it, because I have Darkrai, and I have some other shit that I don't want to take it, because Arceus doesn't want to take it, that's for sure. He has +2 defense. So the only thing I can do is to go to Kyogre, hope I live, which I live on 31, tiny little bit of a smidgen, and am able to go for the Surf, and I just pray this kills it, because please just kill it, and it does. Thankfully, he wasn't, I guess, as specially defensively invested as one would think. But I'm actually able to kill him without dying to a +2 Mach Punch, so that's good. This Kyogre has a nice amount of bulk to it, so I'm glad that it was able to live Mach Punch, kind of dodge that situation there and get me out of it. In comes Rayquaza. Obviously, Extreme Speed is obvious. The nice thing about this situation for me is that I can scout whether he's Life Orb or Banded. At this point, it looks like he's banded because he doesn't take Life Orb recall, so I feel pretty safe going into Arceus and getting a free Swords Dance off, so that's exactly what I do, I get a free Swords Dance off. And lo and behold, he doesn't go for the Extreme Speed, as you can see, he goes for the Dragon Dance, so not only is he not Life Orb, he's not Choice Banded, But he probably has like Lumberry or something to stop Outrage or anything. I don't even know what he's going to do. But he does have a little bit of an upper hand here because of the Dragon Dance he's now going to outspeed me, which means his extreme speed will go before mine, and meaning that he's going to get a significant amount of damage on me, which will come into play just a little bit later on. So definitely key to watch that one. Anyway, Arceus now has +2. And I'm thinking at this point, I'm pretty much good to go. All I need to do is kill this Palkia with extreme speed, kill his Ferrothorn with Brick Break, and then kill his Mewtwo, which is asleep, with whatever. I think his Kyogre is almost dead as well, so that will die to extreme speed. And I'm thinking I have just about enough Life Orb Recall to take it down. One thing I forget, of course, is that Ferrothorn has Iron Bars. This is a problem because obviously it means I can't get enough damage to sweep the rest of his team. Also, I only have one guy left, which is Darkrai, and that thing won't be able to kill everything on his team in one hit at this point. His Kyogre is at too much HP for a Dark Pulse to hit it, and so bad things are going to happen. Now, I've freeze-framed here for a specific reason. Basically, what was happening here, I could kill Ferrothorn now. I could potentially go for Brick Break now and Ferrothorn would die. But problem with that is that Arceus would also die on that turn. Now, the next thing that would happen is that I would bring in Darkrai and he would bring in Kyogre. Because Kyogre has enough special defense to live a Dark Pulse, I wouldn't be able to live the oncoming Surf. So, my plan here is instead of doing that, is to stay in here and not kill the Ferrothorn. I'm going to let him kill me, and the reason for this is that once I have let him kill me with throwing Leech Seed on me and getting it done, he's Choice Scarf locked into Leech Seed. I can go to Darkrai, substitute on him because he can't do anything to me. He's Choice Scarf locked into Leech Seed. He won't be able to break my sub. He'll have to switch to Kyogre, at which point I can go for the Dark Pulse behind a sub, then after that kill him after that, and then hopefully be able to kill the Ferrothorn when that switches in, and then take out the Mewtwo with the Dark Pulse. So, that is kind of the game plan I have in mind here, and that is the reason I don't kill the Ferrothorn, because had I done so, Darkrai would never have been able to kill Kyogre. It would have been an impossibility unless I flinched him or crit him, and that's kind of just bank on sheer luck. So, here's what happens. He Leech Seeds me, as you can see I Swords Dance there, and now I'm going to go down. So here's what I do. I go to Darkrai, I go for the substitute. The thing I'm getting a little bit scared about here is the fact that his Ferrothorn seems like it has enough HP to live a Dark Pulse. And that's going to turn out to be correct. So first of all, I go to sub, in comes Kyogre, and this kind of sort of events happen here. At this point, I'm thinking, I'm actually probably going to lose this. And the reason being is that I cannot kill his Ferrothorn with a Dark Pulse. It's going to come in, it's going to live it, and because now his Kyogre obviously lived my Dark Pulse, I no longer have a sub to hide behind. So he can go for a Gyro Ball, he can go for a Power Whip, he can go whatever he wants to, and take Darkrai out at this point, is what I'm thinking. So that's what I do, go for the Dark Pulse here, and I'm afraid now, because I'm pretty sure that I'm at about half HP, but this Ferrothorn could be a real issue if he is able to kill me, or something. So I sub here, for no reason in particular, because I'm an idiot. I really should have just stayed awake, not subbed, not stayed awake. I should have just not subbed, gone for the Dark Pulse and hoped that I lived the Power Whip, because I probably may have been able to. And now I kind of subbed twice, hoping he's going to miss a Power Whip, and he doesn't. So things getting really tight here. Unless I get something like a flinch on the Dark Pulse or a miss with the Power Whip, I'm done. So I go for the Dark Pulse, I'm looking at how much it does. It doesn't do enough, he lives in the red, and I flinch him! I get the flinch right at the very, very end. Oh my god, that was all hinging on that one move, that one play, and flinch. Flinch came through for me. I don't know how, but somehow I managed to twist this out of the locks of fate and take the game into my own hands. Kill the Ferrothorn with a second Dark Pulse. In comes Mewtwo. That thing is going to die through a Dark Pulse because it's a Psychic type, it's weak to it, it's super effective, it's stab, it's all punching. It doesn't die, apparently, because it's got good special defense. But bad dreams, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget about bad dreams, which is going to mean that's the game. The game. So there you go. That was the game, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy that one. Really long one, but definitely interesting, and a lot of kind of mind things going on in there. Hacks here and there, obviously, to balance things out, but in the end, oh the flinch, so close. But it's the game, hacks happens, that's what This was good. So, if you enjoyed this game, I'd really appreciate a like down below. I did a little bit more things there to make sure I did the freeze frame and stuff, and I'm doing the picture-in-picture, so obviously it takes a bit more effort than usual, so a like would really be appreciated on this one, guys. Hoping maybe I'll do a couple more of these in the future, a bit more regularly. It would be nice to do so. A little bit more difficult, of course, but as long as you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you let me know, and I'll continue doing them. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time on another battle video thing. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.